Hey, YouTube, welcome back. Today we're doing a deck tech on blue-black Yorion control. Um, so far currently I am 12 and 0 with the deck. I haven't lost a single match yet. 7-0 in ranked, and then I did a 5-0 in the event, the standard event deck. So let's look at a quick view of the deck real quick, and then we'll go into the matches. All right, so we are playing two blood chiefs here for early interaction removal, as well as being able to get rid of one of their planeswalkers. There's not that many, but there are some. One Cling to Dusk. I originally had it at two, but I'm not seeing very much rogues right now, so I moved it down two or to one. Two Essence Scatters. There's a lot of creature decks. This could easily go to three. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of creature decks. Into the Royal is kind of I added to kind of get rid of like the Henge or Embercleave or something that resolves that you can't really deal with very much. Jordy's Disruption, obviously, it's a control deck. It's a land, negates, it's a control deck. You need counter spells. Omen is there just kind of as a way to, you know, make your draws a little better, I guess, and then Yorion could blink it. Eliminate Heartless. This could go into 2-2 or 3-2. Eliminate's obviously really good against the Crawling Barons. It's also good against what's it called? The mono green decks that put counters on their creatures, Scavenging News and stuff like that. Four Tomes, very good card, control card. I have two Brazens in there as another way of kind of removing things as well as being a threat. Four counter spells, neutralizes. Three Nightmares. It's good against control. It's good against very good against rogues. It's not very good against green decks, but it can possibly pick off like a Vivian or a Henge. For extinction, too many creature decks right now. I don't think you can shave any of these. You have to have removal, two half truths and four solemns. This card's good, and it's like not because you tap out turn four. It could be bad, but it does give you two cards, so it's good. Solemn's good because it ramps you to Ugin. It's a colorless card, so when you minus Ugin, this stays around, and then when it dies, it draws your card. Three Ashioks. This card's once again it's a win condition. It could take your opponent's cards. It's another kind of effect like into Royal and Brazen where you could bounce something that's kind of problematic. One Seagate, your control deck. You want to draw cards after you do a bunch of 1-for-1s. Three Ogins is kind of clear everything. The lands are pretty basic. There's nothing really special about the lands. Crawling Barrens is your win con, pretty much your two colors, so you can easily do Crawling Barrens. The sideboard, you can change it around if you like, but it's kind of like I would say, for me, it's kind of standard sideboard. One Cling against good against rogues. You can bring it in against other control decks as well because you can draw cards. Essence Scatter is there for, like I said, you kind of maybe want three of these, so I put another one on the side deck for that. Negate is another way, you need it against control mirror match decks, against Yorion decks. So Feed the Swarm here. I have this against the green decks and against Doom decks. The green decks, you want to get rid of Trail of Crumbs really badly. And then against the Doom decks, obviously you get rid of like ACD, Doom Foretold, whatnot. And then worst case scenario against the green decks, this also can destroy creatures. So either way, you get either an enchantment or you get a creature. Skyclaves are there for the Yorion decks, even against control decks because it's a recurring threat that keeps coming back. But my main reason was there for the Yorion decks. Three Disputes, good against rogue decks, control decks. Another Nightmares, this is against rogue decks and control decks. Zaratsan is a kind of catch your opponent off guard kind of deck, and as well as you are running rogues, so you could use the other effect, and then when returning this back to your hand, then you can use the Petty Theft effect again. Three Shark Typhoons, this is kind of mainly against control in rogue decks only. But yeah, that's the deck. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos weekly. Like I said, this deck is currently 7-0 in ranked and 5-0 in the standard event. So it's 12-0 currently. So here's, those are the matches I've played. So it has a 100% win rate, and both in standard event 5-0 and 7-0 in Mythic ranked. But yeah, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Post videos weekly. In the description below, you'll have in the description of the video below, you'll have the link to the deck list, as well as the link to my Twitch when I stream, and my social media. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes for the matches. Forgot to reset the quest. Credos 97, 98. If I win, it goes to 99. I think it goes to 99. If I lose, I go to 97. I won't drop too much. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now that song is stuck in my head. I was watching Dragon Ball Super. Ugh, Laura stack. I mean, it's kind of bad against rogues. I guess, but we have to keep. We have our lands. Yep. That's a good draw, though. Ugh, this just gets milled. Damn it. I guess that's fine, I guess. Leave it on top, let it mill. Oh, that was a good draw. So, not having instant speed, having this as sorcery kind of sucks. But I'm like, what am I going to do, you know? Oh, never mind. I can't even do that. I forgot. This comes in tapped. That might have been a mistake on my end. Let's see. Yep, mistake on my end. Ah, crap. Alright, well, we have to kill this now. His shield is down. I mean, it wasn't a mistake. There was nothing I could do, really. I couldn't, like, not do it. Oh, I have to go grab something here. I guess I'll grab a black mana. Because of Cling. That sucks. I even cut one of these. Oh, it's a land. He shocked this? Interesting. Cling to Dust is John the Lock. I can counter and then cling his cling. But then I think my cling gets countered. Alright, well, he's not doing anything, so I guess I'll play cling on his cling. Let's counter didn't say please. Okay, we'll try counter didn't say please then. So 3, 4, 5. I have 7 in there. I think I just have to exile my graveyard here. Right? Because he could do 3, he can cast it, but... Or should I just do it at instant speed and hold up counter magic? The problem I have here is if he has Into the Story. Alright, we're just gonna do it. Your own graveyard. So we'll target negate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn I get to do that. Crab. Well, now I get to counter. I mean, he's also kind of helping me out too, in a sense, because it still keeps the top. He's gonna add lower side bet to his hand. Oh, didn't. All right, so let's go ahead and try to kill this. And I have the counter spell up. Yep. Crab, I don't care for. You got it. All right, let's see what you got. Goodbye. Wow, this guy's playing a lot of counter spells. All right, so I can. We know exactly what's in his hand. Okay, he just wants to concede there. All right, so we know exactly what was in his hand. All right, so I think Essence Scatter, obviously, disputes, I guess, Shark Typhoons, Shades, Cling, Negate, Nightmare. There's a lot, I guess, I could bring against this guy's deck. I'm gonna shave some of the Ugins. Shave one of those. These are kind of weak. Those are kind of weak. Solemn's a little slow. I just have to keep hit my graveyard low in a sense. And I technically have my win condition with the Skyclave, but he is running a lot more counter spells. He's running Antagonize and Dynasty Plays with Journal Locks. So I have to be careful. Is Essence Scatter probably too slow? It might be. I can't cut this because it's my land technically. I could run it like this. We'll cut one more extinction maybe. But I only have 4, 5, 6 removal. Maybe I'll cut a Solemn and leave the extinction back in the deck. Yeah, we'll do that. I guess I do have the Nightmares. I forgot about the Nightmares. We have 4 Nightmares. Never mind. I'm only keeping because I have 2 Shark Typhoons. That's my only reason. Wow, he brought in Skyclave Shade against me. Interesting. Huh. I wouldn't have expected that. Since you're a rogue deck, you would bring that in. Interesting. I also don't think your land count is high. Yes, this Cling to Dust, yep. Misses line drop. That's kind of good for me, I guess. Guild Enforcer. Guess I have to let this resolve. Skyclave. It's not bad, I guess. I don't know. He has another Cling to Dust, and he goes after my Skyclave, so he doesn't draw a card. He went for the life gain. Wow. Especially within missing lands. That's very peculiar. Alright, let's see if this is a free block. It's a free block? It's a free block. Sure. Got 2 in the graveyard. I can extinction here and get rid of it, but I could also just Shark Typhoon, make a 3/3, but then that doesn't help me out either, right? Alright, let's just see what happens. I am taking a lot of damage though, so that is a little bad. Ooh, maybe I should have played this. I could have countered this. No. I guess the following turn I can make a 4/4. Sure. Alright, let's try that. Let's kick it. Let's make a 4/4. Does he have a removal spell? Can't counter this. He has a removal spell in his hand? Oh, drawing the lock, that's right. Forgot about drawing the lock. I need to draw a land. That was not a land. Alright, well, we're gonna go for extinction here. See if it works. I feel like extinction just gets countered. I needed to draw a land there, so that way I could play it extinction and hold up counterspell. I guess I could play this. That's a blocker also. What the freak? Ah, sprays and borrower. Alright, well, we're blocking. Let him recast it. I could blood chief it then. Into the story. Fuck. I tapped out. I mean, I couldn't do anything about that. I needed a land, but I didn't draw a land, so. Alright. Don't need that. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let's put a stop here. So that way I don't. So I might upkeep, you know. No, I think I need a land, right? It's not a land. I get to look at his hand here, see what I get. Look at this. He has massive counter spells, huh? This is so annoying. I guess I take the cheaper counter spell. I need lands too, though. Alright, well, this will force him to replay it. Otherwise, it gets exiled. And he only has 4 mana. He could just counter this. Alright. taking 3, I guess. He's gonna shock the land, I think. That's fine. I get to regain some life here, so if he doesn't play the one out of his graveyard, he gets exiled here. And if he 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's fine, right? I should have drew it first, I guess. See what would have happened. So I drew my land. Alright, so we play Extinction here. Then he gets to play Didn't Say Please. Then he gets to play Into the Story. Just needed more lands. He gets to refill his hand. That's annoying as shit. If I had Cling, I could exile my graveyard last turn. That would have been huge, because then his Into the Story would have costed the full mana. But now he gets to play Into the Story, yep. He refilled his hand. Don't need that. Yep. Probably drawing a card here at the end step anyways. I need my Cling. I got rid of his 2 Clings. I need my Cling now. That's freaking lethal. If I counter it, then he pays 3 and then 1, 2, 3. Guess I have to counter this dumb card, right? But then how do I beat Alora's? 1, 2, 3, return Alora's. 1, 2, 3, cast Alora's. Fucking stupid. Are you freaking kidding me? He has 3 open mana? So stupid. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a good card, I guess. This is risky, but I mean, I'm not winning the game because of his multiple Into the Stories now, you know? There's 3 of them. He's used 3 of his Into the Stories, so... Yep, that's game. Oh, I needed the clings. The clings didn't work. Didn't draw them. That's why I also like keeping it at 81. Or keeping it at 80. Now I'm gonna play. I think that's fine to bring in. I think that's just slow. Well, let's hope I don't miss lands, I guess. Let's hope I don't miss lands. The last game was due to the lands being a problem. Here we go again. I mean, I have to keep, right? I have 2 lands. I draw a 3rd land. This is going to be strong. I can cast this next turn. Let's see if I can draw a land. 2 lands got milled. So unreal. Well, I drew a land, so that's good. Do I care for this? I don't think so. I think I go for this anyways. Because I can maybe attack through all this. Yeah, it gets his... It mills more cards, but that's all it's doing right now. The other one can actually win him the game with other stuff, so... Alright, let's see his hand. Okay, look at his hand. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'd take Cling here. And then I Cling his Cling. I could do that on his turn too. Make him use his mana on his turn, actually, yeah. Why would I use it on my turn? There's 6 cards in here. I have a Dispute. Like I said, it's just mailing me. I mean, it's gonna help my Cling out, so. Do I want to draw a card here? I think I do, right? And then also force out. I don't think I care for that. Because it's just going to exile his Cling to dust anyways. So we'll just return this back to your hand. It's fine. Yep. Exile your Cling anyways. And they just attack you. You're down to 11. You want to play Rune Crab again? Sure. Wow, he went tap mana instead of... Interesting. Because now he can't play Into the Story. He's at 5. I wish I had another blue here though, but he's at 5. He has negate in his hand. Why would I do that? Alright, you're up. You're not going to be able to mill enough cards here. Good game. You play Into the Story. I guess you have to draw a counter spell, or a kill spell, I should say. You have to draw a kill spell here. Let's hope I draw a land. Could have not given him the chance to do that, but decline. I need to draw untapped land here. Thank you. He has drawn a lock by now, I bet. If he had drawn a lock, wouldn't he just play it? I could wait, I guess. Yeah, I could wait. Actually, that's just game. Never mind. He plays negate, I play dispute. The only way it's not game is if he has the enforcer. Okay. So he has to block my Skyclave. He's at 3. I guess I should have played that first and then played the land, so that would have been able to bring it back out. So 3 unknowns. I feel like I have to go and search for some lands here. I get to look at his hand next turn anyways. Put an upkeep stop here, because I could grab a blue mana, hopefully. Yep. Can't stop that. 42 cards, not in any danger to dying from that. So a removal spell maybe does the trick here. Ugh, that is something I need. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna keep it. Because he's at 2. Let's see his hand. So what does he have? It's a good game. The Skyclave can't block. Okay. There we go. Surprised to see Skyclave come in. Yeah, I'm surprised he played Skyclave. He should have just played Into the Story there. I was tapped out. See if he could draw a creature that can block. Carlo. Alright, let's see. Play first. 2 lands. Come on. Double Ugin. It's not going to do anything here. Alright, that's much better, I guess. I guess I'll bottom one of the lands here, obviously. Play this turn 1, play this turn 2. Guess I bottom Fable Passage here. Yeah, at the bottom Fable Passage here. Because this is a win condition here. In worst case scenario, I could play this on turn 3 as my land drop. Playing against food. Guess. Crap. Do I just kill this? Sure. If he has Trollocrumbs, that's bad. But if he has Trollocrumbs, it doesn't matter. I can't counter it anyways, because Goose gives him the mana. Witch's Oven. Double Witch's Oven. All right, well, this is gonna be, don't need that. This is gonna be a difficult one. Double Witch's Oven's not good. Counter. Ashok's not bad, I guess, but he has 3 cards in his hand. He has a wolf, kind of sucks, but because he could fight my guy for free. Wow. I mean, I'm assuming this is 2 lands. To not, you know, because of the extinction here. Alright. Oh, it's Ugin. Well, Ugin's good. And it gave me my 5th land for Ashiok here. Oh, what the heck? Wolf of Haven. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to reduce your mana again. I'm going to remove this from play. Alright. I wasn't expecting a Wolf of Haven in the food deck. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so what's good here? What's good here? I think obviously the scatter's good here. I could counter their thing. I think negate is possibly good here. Dispute, no. Shark Typhoon, no. Cling. It's situational because I could take the troll, but I don't have a window to take the troll is the problem. I think that's kind of it, right? This is good and it's bad because he plays a bunch of high cost cards too. All right, so I'm gonna cut the cling here because, like I said, it's situational. Do I just cut one of the counter spells too? Make it 3. Leave this in case I did bring an Essence Scatter and a Negate, so this technically does. I'm on, yeah, since I'm on the draw. Should probably have maybe some more spot removal in this sideboard, maybe. Okay, well, we got to keep this. We have lands, removal, and counter spells. Sure, you know, I mean, I don't know what else. Obviously, if I was on the play, this hand would be a lot better, but it'd be really good if I was on the play, but Trail Drums, okay, well, he's gonna get some card advantage from that. He's gonna get a lot of card advantage from that. See, that's where it comes to. If I was on the play, would have been good. Could have countered that. Oh, actually, no, because this was in play. So now he gets to get 2 cards off every effect. I already technically have 5 lands, so don't think I want those. That's an okay card. It gets rid of this. But so he'll go up to 4 mana. What could he play for 4 mana? I don't think there's something he could play for 4 mana that's relevant, right? So maybe put this on black. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to kill this. He gets to get the effect. Just sack it. He gets to create 2, get 2 effects, I guess, whatever. But I can't let them stay because then he could keep doing that, and it also ramps him. And late game, he can just keep creating food tokens. Vivian can't cast this, so that's good for me. Troll King, he can't cast it. It's kind of good for me still. What 4 mana cost do you have? I can't even discard the Vivian, I guess. Wolfhaven. Alright, so next turn he's going to be able to do Troll King, I guess. Mammoth as well here. Alright, let's see what you got. He has double Vivian. One, two, three, four, five. He only has 5 mana. Oh, so he wouldn't have had enough mana if he didn't have that. Okay. I'm getting hit for 3 at least. If he drew a land, then I'm getting hit for 5. Oh, he did draw. What am I saying? If he drew a land, that's his land right there. So I'm getting hit for 5 here. Is he not gonna do anything? He went for Vivian. We counter that. Can't let that one resolve, you know?
Also beaten, but not extinct.
I mean, he doesn't have much food, so that's kind of good. I think I'm gonna return Yorion to my hand here. Hold up Essence Scatter. To stop the Troll King. Obviously, he could just generate 3 food and it could come back from the graveyard. Okay, I'm taking another 5 here. Oh my gosh, he drew Henge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, opponent. No cards. I knew exactly what was in your hand and you drew Henge. Just can't win against some people like this. That's very unfortunate. Henge was like literally the only good card for him to draw there, and he drew it. So I got to round to Ugin, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do I just play Extinction here and hope he misses, but then he gets to use the effect? Okay, I want to do Extinction and this, but there's no way I could do that. So let's see what's on top. Crawling Barrens. Guess we just play this then. Blank this. Don't think I need either one of those. I already have another Omen in my hand. Okay. I need him to miss. Okay. I guess I'm taking 5 again. Just be lands on top, please. Oh, he gets 2 cards out of it. Damn it. Doesn't matter. Yes, there's Troll King. 3, 4, 5, 6. If he uses the effect again, he doesn't get to cast Troll King. He went for it. No, you get to. Yeah, he has 6 mana. Never mind. Let's hope he casts. No, he went for that one. My opponent's so lucky, man. This is so unreal. I need Ugin. It's literally I think my only out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have enough mana. But he has so much mana now, this is useless, so. But I need Ugin. Ugin, if I could rip Ugin off the top, I think we'll be fine. Well, not anymore, I guess. He drew Witch's Oven. That's so ridiculous. I guess let's just see some more of his deck and then we'll concede. See what maybe came in from the sideboard, possibly. You know, little information helps. Another Trellichrome, sure. Oh, that's game. That's 10 damage. Okay. Well, all right. Now we're on the play. Okay, now I think we want this. And I think we might want this back as well. All right, what do we take out though? We're on the play. I could have even drawn this to get rid of the hinge there. Into the royal, could have got rid of the hinge. All right. There's a few different ways I could have done stuff, but this mono green food deck is pretty annoying. They can literally just all right, I guess. I don't know. Okay. If he has the goose, then I guess I get wrecked. Because then these become useless. Alright, counter that. Keep him off goose. For now. Alright, let's scry. It's so far away. I do want it, but it's so far away. Of course he hit that. Does he have a goose in his hand too? Love Struck. I could counter that because then it doesn't come back as a creature anyways. So yeah, we'll go ahead and counter that. It just stays, yeah, just goes to the script out now. Questing Beast. Interesting. Okay. Put that back. Ugh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And this guy's even, so extinction kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not going to extinction your questing beast, I guess. I don't know. Quit losing? Hey, I'm not losing. I've won the first two. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, though. So I'm a ways away from it. Quit losing. So yeah. Might as well attack, right? Because I can't block anyways. And it has menace. He can't block my creature. He did miss his land drop, so that was good for me. Oh, never mind. There's his land drop. So I'm taking another 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7, and then Ugin can make it 8. Or not Ugin. Hopefully, obviously, if I hit a land with this, it'll be 8. Is he just going to use Trellichrome here? Wolf of Haven. Do I care for that? Hmm. I don't, but I also do. Like, okay, so my next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My next turn is literally going to be attack Yorion. So, like, shouldn't I just counter this just because? Otherwise, because the following turn is going to be Ugin. Fine, we'll counter it. Let's hope that was not a bad play, but we'll see. All right, so combat. How is this? You can't play. Attack. Yorion. Blank this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this as my land. I can now block Questing Beast, I guess. There's my 8 mana for Ugin. As long as he doesn't have Hench here, I think we're good. If he doesn't have Hench here, I think we're fine. That's the only card that matters here, is Great Hench. Ugh, 2 lands. The only card here that matters is Great Henge. Because I can't Ugin it. Okay, we dodged. Great Henge is the only card that matters. So he doesn't have Henge because he attacked. Vivian's fine. I have Ugin to minus here. Vivian doesn't do anything.
Every day is a new mutation.
So if I play Ugin plus here, attack there, he gets to keep Vivian alive one more turn. But then I don't think he can do anything after that, right? Because if I -5, he could draw a Cresting Beast and kill Ugin. So I think we're just going upstairs with it. That way if he draws Questing Beast, it only does 4 damage to it. So it keeps it at 5. And I have Extinction on evens if I need to, and a plus and kill this. So we have ways to stop him. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. If he plays Henge, I could technically -9 and kill Henge off too. And leave him down with just, 1 card in his hand or something like that, or 2 cards in his hand. Is he going to give it Vigilance? That's fine. And I have this to draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 mana. Questing Beast. See? Who would have thought? Questing Beast, of course. Alright, so we're going to call even plus and kill this. Yep, there we go. See, knew it. Knew that Questing Beast was there. Well, there we go, 3-0. Just need to do, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 more wins to see. Diamond 4. Well, you still have some time to maybe make Mythic. You have all today. You're not going to work, so. Alright, so it's a Yorion mirror match. I guess I have to keep because I have a tome. I don't know if that's good, actually. So it's blue-black versus blue-black. Well, then I have a bad hand against this deck. No, I mean, not a bad hand, but... it's Esper. What is this? What am I doing? Am I getting trolled here? What's going on? I think it's blue-black, but then he's running this. Is it Sultai with white? Is it Esper? Is it blue-black with white? Is it... I don't know. This is, it's puzzling. Because why run this? I guess you just need blue and black, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's hope I draw blue mana. So I'm going to use the effect to hope for the... Oh, rogues? Ugh, rogues are tough. Rogues are tough. So I drew my blue mana, so that's good. This land is throwing me off. The reason why this land is throwing me off, because he has 2 white here. Wow, I didn't draw another land, huh? Well, I guess I have to play this as my land drop, unfortunately. Because I have this, I guess I could blink. I could blink something he plays. I mean, he has 2 of them, so maybe he's just using it for cycle and it's just Esper. Or maybe it's just blue-black and he's running this. Wow. Didn't hit another land there, huh? Oh my gosh. How many cards did I draw and I didn't hit a land? That's cool. I have to discard 2 cards otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, that's cool. Really? Couldn't draw another land here? I mean, if I play this, it just gets countered, I guess. I'm pretty sure that his deck is blue-black. He just runs the white mana for something. Wow. So I have 1 black. I don't think I need more. Actually, I do need 1 more black. Scratch that, because I have Bloodthirst. Alright. What do I discard, though? Shark Typhoon cycle. Do I just give this up? Alright. Well, if I was going to give that up, maybe I shouldn't have got the black. I only got the black because... Isn't Jeskai black? What? Is he just running the Trinomes just to run the Trinomes? Okay. I'm completely confused here. Oh my gosh. This just is unlimited non-lands. I didn't want to use the effect, but maybe I should have. My opponent's throwing a wrench at me. I don't know what to... I have 3 Ugins in my hand. Well, that's cool. 3 Ugins with 5 mana. Very cool. 2, 4, 6. He has 7 cards in his hand. He might have like an ECD here. That would be bad. I guess I could brazen this back to his hand then. I think I'd rather draw a card though. Because I need mana. Yep, I take 3. John Farrow. What are you running, John Farrow? What are you running, John Farrow? Okay. That's fine, because I get to draw a card. Do I action. Oh my gosh. Still not a land. Oh my gosh. How many non-lands am I going to draw? If it's 2 lands, ugh, it's lands, but they come in tapped. I guess it's technically fine, right? Doesn't even matter what order I do it in because I draw them both. Alright, let's see what you're playing, because your deck is confusing me. Yeah, what is this? So it's blue-black with... Okay, this is just... I don't know what to say. So obviously I take ECD here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I would have had my mana drops here, I could have probably like just completely cleared everything. So I could return this back to his hand, but then that seems bad. I could return this back to his hand and make him discard. That seems a little better. Yeah, we'll do that. It also gets rid of this token. Either way, if he eliminates it, it's perfectly fine. If he doesn't eliminate it, it's still going to get a card out of his hand regardless. So my problem here is the mana. I don't have mana. And I feel like that's what I'm going to lose to, is I'm going to lose to the mana. I mean, he's going to see that I have a bunch of Ugins, and he has nothing to do with Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, he doesn't have anything to do with Ugin at the moment, I should say. He did draw 2 unknowns. 1 Ugin down. I guess his best play here would be if he drew a land. If he drew a land, then he can play the land in Yorion. So I guess this is just blue-black with white for ECD, looks like. I don't know if that's worth it. Interesting. Did he draw Yorion? Ooh, he drew his own Ashiok. Okay. We get Ashiok, my Ashiok. Looks like that's what he's gonna go for. What do I give up if he Ashioks my Ashiok? Is that worth it for him though? 3, 6. Because I could kill his Ashiok now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, animate. Was that worth it for him? Because he's tapped out. So not really sure if that was a good idea for him. But I don't know what to give up here. Do I just give up the land? These are all powerful spells. And hope I draw a land off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems kind of bad. We can give up the Brazen here. Alright, we'll give up the Brazen. Up to the top. That sucks. I drew a land. Yeah, I'm not really sure why he did that. Omen's fine. Because I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be 8. The Omen's fine. I could even blue the tome here. I got exiled from my graveyard. He has another Ashiok. Okay. So he left Ashiok on top. Sure. So just -5 here, I guess. What are the odds that he drew a counterspell? Well, that could be the pause for these two. So -5. Okay. Got game 1 against rogues. He didn't get the 1 mana rogue, only the 2 mana one, and that wasn't enough. Ooh, good job. Good job. Alright, so we're playing against blue-black with white for... Okay. So... I can think we got the extinctions here. Got the Heartless Axe. Turn target non-land permanent. Kind of sucks, but I don't know if I need the other essence scatters. Obviously, the only creatures I think he runs is probably going to be Solemn. So is it worth it? Maybe not. Guess I'll cut the eliminate. Because this technically kills Solemn anyways, but it's kill, not versus. It's not counter. But and then the bad part here is the Skyclave is kind of iffy. It is a threat. But is it good enough? It's an early threat. He did play Nightmare. Saw Nightmare, clearly. Shark Typhoons he has, so you can block my dudes. Maybe I don't bring them in. Maybe I just do that. Yeah, alright. I'm wondering if this guy, since he's an Esper, I'm wondering if he's playing Ugin at all. I'm assuming he is if he's playing Solemn. Because why would you want to ramp if you're not playing? I guess we keep. We have 3 mana. Can't counter, but I have this counter. He has a tome. It's going to be bad news. Put it on. Oh, because it's black-white. I was like, you put it on black? Thinking something completely different here. Well, that's a good draw, I guess. I wish it would have been. Wow. Versus blue. So is he Esper? Because he's running a lot of black-white lands here. This is a lot of black-white lands. Trying to think, if I play this, what could he play on turn 4 that would probably be bad? I don't know. So we're just gonna play it. I didn't see Skyclave Apparition. Oh, he conceded. I guess he didn't have an answer to that. All right, 4-0. 4-0. We'll give it another try, I guess. Come on. Let's see, so I'm 695. End up winning this one. All right, let's see what deck we're playing. 99%. I was hoping something like higher up, but someone in the numbers, like that would have been nice to play against someone in like the 300-400s. But 99%, that could drop me a lot. Let's see. If I win this one, since it's at 99, I might get into the low fours or the high fours, low fives. I think we keep. So I'm gonna play this first because that comes in tap regardless. Then we can do, okay, edge wall. Interesting. So what are we playing against though? It's edge wall. Not really sure what this deck is. Neutralize seems fine, sure. I'm not really sure if it's fine, but we'll see. That's perfectly good for me. So if I play Extinction against him, then end step, I think I'll take one, but not two. Odd. The reason why I took one is because I can enter the Royal whatever he plays and then neutralize it afterwards. Wow. So blue. I should have put on black for this. Because we have, yeah, we have Essence Scatter. There's his 4th mana. Am I playing against Gruul and he just didn't have red? But then what's the Beanstalk for? So that's a cast. Nope. I could wait a turn. Maybe I'll get another one of these in play. Oh, so it's Temur. Temur Adventure. Ah, okay. So, see, that's why I should have put it on black. Okay, that's a good draw. Now he's drawing his mana. All right. But I'm wondering if this is Temur. I mean, this is Temur Adventure, but all right, let's draw a card. I have these, so literally counter everything he plays at the moment. So 3/3. Yep. So play this. And when this gets to 3 counters, we'll go ahead and Yorion it back. Casting that. Interesting. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Nope, that's not fine though. So 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Let's draw a card. Yeah, let's go digging for a land. Take action. We'll grab black here this time. We have another counter spell to stop something. As long as it's not like a, hopefully not another henge here. Like, and then I also play Ugin if I would need to. That's fine. This is gonna be a big Yorion blink. I want to land, but Heartless Act seems fine. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I really needed a land there, but all right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's had enough for now. All right, so Temur Adventure. So Essence Scatter, negate. I guess the disputes here are kind of good. It's good and it's not. Cause like it's good to pick off something and then pick a card out of his hand, but it's also not because it doesn't do very much. So maybe no. All right, I think we cut one of these. I think we cut one of these. I think we actually cut one of these too. I don't think we definitely don't want Cling here. I have to keep the removal kind of in just because he does run creatures. So I think this looks fine. I could cut another one of these. Yeah, we'll do that. Did he not side deck, or he just was it like he automatically knew what to do? That's kind of interesting. That was quick for him. Ooh. I mean, I have. All right, we're gonna take a risk. It's not the worst hand, but it's definitely not the. That's a good card though. That stops his ramp. Edge wall. That stops his ramp and possible like Genesis Ultimatum down the line. Dun, 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 dun. Obviously my hand's not that great, but it's not that bad either. So I wonder what he's gonna do. He's just gonna hard cast. He's gonna hard cast another edge wall. I do want that, don't want that. Already have one in my hand anyways. Dun, 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 dun. So the problem I have here is, well, I need an extinction event. There's 4 of them. So put one to the bottom. Wow. Huh. So he has a dispute or bone crusher here, but if he had bone crusher, I think he just hard casts it. So I'm thinking he has a dispute in his hand. So if he's hitting me for 2, I'm hitting him for 3. Technically, I win the race. I could even bounce one of these back to his hand, I guess. Sure. Make him recast it. Or make him use his dispute here. Yep. We knew that was there. Alright, so let's kill one of these. Just to stop his draw power. I have a negate, neutralize, brazen. If he has a... What are the odds he has another dispute in his hand? Because I could wait the following turn. Alright, we'll wait. Girl, grab blue mana, I guess. Because we need blue. And then we'll return this guy back to his hand. Yep, he had it. He had the other dispute. Played around it. He has too much mana now, I guess, right? 3, 6. Put this in tapped. And we also have a clock against him, technically. Does he have... Does he have a land in his hand? If he has a land in his hand, I get punished. This card is double red, though. So it literally has to be a red land in his hand. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Could play this, bounce this, make him discard a card, but that might not be worth it. Could play this, but I don't know if that's worth it either. I could do this instead. Put this into my hand. Hit him for 3. Goes down to 6 or 8. Could play this, bounce the, what's it called, back to his hand. Yep. So I just literally have to dodge, I guess, a Genesis Ultimatum. If I could dodge Genesis Ultimatum, I win the game. So that's Genesis Ultimatum. Okay, well, here we go. Moment of truth. Yep. 5 cards. If he's thinking that much, I guess I win. Oh my god. Woo! Yeah, if he's thinking that much. Alright, we're good. We are. That's 7-0 with the deck right there. Top 250. We are good there. It's quick 7-0. So I think the little changes that I made helped the deck out drastically. So what's this? All right, let's go to decks. So I made a little like some changes here and there. I think they helped out a lot. So like the lists that I've seen, they were running 2 Klings, and I mean, 2 Klings is good, but it's only good against rogues. Other than that, I mean, I guess it's okay against control too, because you're playing a long game. But I didn't like 2. It didn't do anything against like the green decks. It didn't do anything against like really the Doom decks, because they're not really running too many Esper dances anyways. Gruul decks, it didn't do much, so I like cut that. Added into the Royal. Into Royal has been really good. It could bounce your Tome when it's at 3. It could bounce your Omens. It could bounce Ugin, Ashiok, Solemn, any of these cards. It saved me against lethal, against a Questing Beast, kicker effect. Like, I think it's really good. So as a 1-of, I was like, well, yeah, let's do that. You know, it's good enough. I added Eliminate here instead of the list had 3 Heartless, 0 Eliminate. I added Eliminate here. I think that's very good. It's good against so you saw the mono green deck. This card's obviously really good against them. This card is really bad against them because all their creatures are going to come with counters, like Yorivold, what is it, the artifact creature. So you need one of these just in case. If you cut anything, there's even a reason to put maybe 2 of these into the deck. I think it's very good, but I think that is perfectly fine. I'm not a fan of sorcery speed, so if you do, but this kills planeswalkers, but there's not too many planeswalkers in the deck that you have to, I mean, the game right now that you have to worry about is what? Vivian Reed, you have to worry about, Garruk out of Sideboard, I guess maybe you have to worry about, and then it looks like it's just Ashiok and Ugin, so I can maybe see it cut one of these for another Eliminate possibly, so that's interesting. But so here's like the big tech that I decided I wanted to do because I think it's really good. Obviously, so I added 2 Brazens. It's like another kind of effect, but it's also a win condition. You just saw against the Temur ramp deck, I just beat them down with the flyers, 3/3 flyers. So I'm just like, so I'm like bounce, 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 you know, counter, and then it's swing in, swing in, swing in. But here goes the trick. So when you're playing against a deck that have some pretty good permanents or any kind of permanents that you might want, you could bring in Zareth from the Zareth Sound, the Trickster from your sideboard in. This guy's a rogue, so you could bounce something, flash it in, attack, you know, swap the rogue out, and then you get to use his first effect again. You get to use Petty Theft again. So that was the little trick. I actually want more of these in this sideboard. I think maybe 2 of these is very good. But then the question comes, what would you cut? Skyclave, you can cut. This card is really only good against the Doom decks, but the Doom decks are kind of falling off popularity. The reason why this is good against Doom is because you sack it to Doom, play a land, sack it to Doom, play a land, sack it to Doom, play a land, and eventually they won't have enough permanents to keep up with you, and their Doom just gets sacked on their own effect, and they don't draw this card. So that's why I have 2 of these in the sideboard, because of that matchup. But if you're not really seeing too many of these, this card is going to be MVP against a lot of decks just because you could do Brazen Borrow. Worst case scenario, you just flush this in at end step, you know, and attack and take a permanent. But the 2 Brazen Borrowers that add, very good. I would keep the 2 Brazens. If you want, you can make me take it up to 3. If you end up cutting, say, 1 or 2 of those for Eliminate, you could do 3 Brazens. But so far, the makeup is pretty good. I don't know if I would change too much of it. 4 Extinctions, you got to keep. Half Truths, it's good, it's bad. It's there because you have a Yorion, you could blink it, you get 2 cards out of it. It's a body, it has Menace. That's the reason why I kept it at 2. I see a lot of lists running 3 to 4 of these. I think that's too bad, not good enough, because you're tapping out. You're a control deck. You don't want to be tapping out, you know? 4 Solemns, you got to keep that. You're an Ugin deck. So what I did here is I split it. I see, you know, most decks are running 2 of this and 4 of this. This obviously is 8 mana versus 5 mana. That's a huge difference. This card is really good because it could bounce Henge, bounce like Embercleaves, bounce, you know, the Troll Kings or something like that. So, and it's a win condition that you can take their stuff if you get it, once you get it up to 7. So I think the 3-3 split is here better. I wouldn't change it to 2-4. Ugin's obviously really good, but 3-3 split's very good. I changed some of the lands. I added a Seagate. Seagate's really good. I mean, it does cost 3 life at times, but the times when it's really good, it's like amazing. And the times that it's worse, it's just a tap land, you know? Added a castle, so when you're playing against, you know, mirror match control decks, you have a way to outdraw them, cut a Fable Passage for it and stuff. But yeah, that's the main deck. Like I said, I wouldn't know if I would change too much. If you do change anything, I would say either I would keep one of these in just in case the rogues. I would say the Blood Chiefs, but Blood Chiefs have been pretty good. Sideboard wise, the only thing I added Fear the Swarm here. This is against the mono green food decks that are becoming very popular. You could destroy the Trail of Crumbs as their card engine. So this is actually really good. Worst case scenario, it destroys a creature. I want more copies of this in the deck and sideboard just because there's a lot of mono green food decks. And destroying the Trail of Crumbs on turn 2 when they play turn 2, it's very good. That's their draw engine. They need that as their draw engine. So I would want more copies of this. And like I said, if you're not playing against too many Doom decks, your Doom matchup, I think, should be relatively good anyways. So if you want, you could cut these, put in, say, 1 Feed the Swarms, and if you find Zareth Sands very good, put a second one. So you do 2-2, cut the Skyclaves. You could do 3-1 and cut the Skyclaves. But try it out as 2-2 and see how that works. If it doesn't work, try 3-1. If that doesn't work, just go back to the 1-2-1. The rest of the sideboard, I think you have to keep. The 3 Disputes are good against Mirror Match, good against, Doom decks. It's good against Rogue decks. The Nightmare, this is also very good against Control and Rogue decks. Rogue decks specifically. Zareth Sands, like I said, it's that interesting tech that catches people off guard, that steals a lot of good cards. Shark Typhoons, good against Rogue and all that. It's solid. But yeah, that's the deck. So like I said, so far with the changes that I've done, here's the deck. 7-0, 100% win rate. The decks is played against, so far we've played against Esper Doom, 2-0. We played against mono green food decks, whatever it's called, 2-0. We played against blue black control, 1-0. This is Temur Ramp. We beat. This was the Shrine stack. This was very weird. I don't know what that was. I don't really know if that's competitive or not. It wasn't. The guy was in Mythic, but that was interesting. But yeah, there's the deck, 7-0, pretty good. And as you see, top 200. So, but there's the deck. I will be making a sideboard guide, right? Oh, actually, yeah. So that's the changes and final analysis of the deck. Very solid. But let's go into the sideboard guide now. All right, hey YouTube, welcome back. We'll be doing now a sideboard guide to this deck. Like I said earlier, the deck is 12-0, 7-0 Mythic, got me to top 200, and 5-0 in the standard event. So, very solid deck. But if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos weekly. In the description of the video, you'll have the link to the deck list. You'll have the link to my Twitch account, so you can watch me stream these decks live, and my social media account. My Discord will be in there as well if you want to join the Discord. I usually will post something. I just started it up, but I'll probably most likely be posting the deck before I play it. But yeah, it's 12-0, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Watch out for my videos weekly. But let's get into the sideboard guide. So obviously the meta keeps changing, so I'm going to cover what I'm mainly seeing at the moment. So what I'm mainly seeing at the moment is rogues, Temur ramp / adventure, you know, the Obosh, the adventure version, the food, mono green food decks, doom decks, and control decks. You don't see very much of the Gruul decks anymore, so it's not like, I mean, it's there, but it's not really there. I guess they just kind of fell off the map at the moment. But let's get into it. So against rogues, what we bring in is we bring in 1 Cling, we bring in 3 Disputes, 3 Sharks, 1 Nightmare, and 2 Skyclaves. So we bring in 1 Cling, 3 Disputes, 3 Shark Typhoons, 1 Nightmare, and 2 Skyclaves. What we take out is we take out 2 of the Atris, we take out 2 Ugin, too high of a cost against them, 1 Ashiok. Obviously, if Ugin resolves, it's probably game against them, but it's too high of a cost. 1 Ashiok, 2 Extinctions, and 2 Solemns. The Extinctions we take out 2 here because they do run a lot of creatures, sort of, not really, but we don't want to draw a bunch of these since we already run enough removal and counter spells that we don't want to do too much with that. That's against rogues. So now against Temur ramp, this is just the ramp version where they play it to Ugin, you know. They don't run creatures. I guess the only creatures you'll see is maybe the dragon and then Ugin and the ramp creature. So against Temur ramp, what we do is we add 1 negate, 3 disputes, 1 nightmare, and 3 sharks. So we add negate obviously to counter their cards, same with dispute to counter the Genesis Ultimatum or Ugin. The nightmare here is for just basically the second effect. It's to get rid of a Genesis Ultimatum, get rid of an Ugin, maybe get away a ramp piece or something. And then 3 Shark Typhoons here is because, so if they bring in Genesis Ultimatum and they use Genesis Ultimatum to bring in Ugin, they minus Ugin, you can then end step cycle this, create a shark, and kill the Ugin. That's why I like it here. I don't use this to hard cast the Shark Typhoon. I only use it to cycle to create the shark to kill Ugin. What we take out against them is we take out 1 Eliminate, all 3 Heartless, and the 4 Extinction. They don't run very many creatures though. Like I said, the only creatures you'll see is the giant that searches out for land. We can counter that when it comes into, you know, Jawadi's, this Essence Scatter, this negates, and they probably will have the 5/4 dragon, but for the most part they're just trying to ramp into Ugin. So that's what we do against Temur ramp. Now against Temur adventure, where they run a lot of creatures, what we do is we bring in 1 negate, 3 disputes, and 1 nightmare. And the reason why we bring these in instead of like Shark Typhoon is because we still want to counter the Genesis Ultimatum. And on top of this, this can counter the first half of the adventure cards. They will most likely play it as the first half first, like the instant sorcery side. Then they'll try to play it as a creature. But if we counter the instant sorcery side, they cannot play it as a creature. So we bring that in, and of course, Genesis Ultimatum.
3 disputes is kind of there against Genesis Ultimatum. Get into the later game, it could just counter any creature also. Well, not later game, but like mid game. Counter any creature. And then the nightmare is because they're running adventure creatures, you can kill some of their creatures and you could pick off a Genesis Ultimatum out of their hand. This one actually could kill creatures, either the 1/1 token, the 1/1 adventure creature, so it could kill stuff. What we take out is we take out 2 Atreus, 1 Cling, 1 Blood, and 1 Solemn. Atreus is kind of slow. We don't want to have this in because they can then cast creatures. Solemn we keep 3 in because we still want to ramp into Ugin. If we ramp into Ugin and minus, it's probably a good game there. They're not running Ugin in their deck. They're just running creatures and Great Henge. So we still want to ramp with Ugin. We take out 1 Blood Chief because it can only hit their 1-drop or their token. Otherwise, we're paying 4 mana to kill the creature. And then yeah, Trius is just too slow. Now against the food deck, it's a little different. We have a play and a draw sideboard. If you're on the play, what I bring in is 1 scatter, 1 feed the swarm, 1 negate, and 1 nightmare. The reason why we bring these in and on the play is, so as scatter, you're probably going to bring in regardless player draw. The negate is on the play based off you want to counter Trail of Crumbs. We already run 2, so we want to up this to 3 so we counter Trail of Crumbs. Since we're on the play, we get 2 mana first before they do, you want to counter Trail of Crumbs. Feed the Swarm, it can destroy Trail of Crumbs regardless, or a creature. And then the Nightmare, you can kill Goose, you can then pick off maybe hopefully a Henge or a Trail of Crumbs. Exile the Graveyard does matter because they run the Troll King, so this one has 3 relevant effects. What we take out, Cling to Dust, yeah, it can exile a Troll King, but if they have 3 in their 3 tokens, whatever food tokens in play, you won't be able to exile before they can, use it to bring it back. We get rid of 1 Blood Chief, we get rid of 1 Solemn, and we get rid of 2, or wait, no. We get rid of 1 Cling, 2 Atreus. We do not get rid of this. We get rid of 1 Cling, 2 Atreus, and 1 Solemn. Atreus is kind of slow because then they can kill it anyways with Wicked Wolf and it just costs nothing for them. Solemn, because once again, if you tap out, they can just go off on you. So we only cut 1 because we still want to ramp to Ugin. Now, if you're on the draw, I only bring in Scatter and Feed here just because you want to counter creatures. This is what all they play, and you want to kill Trail of Crumbs. And what I take out is 1 Cling and 1 Atreus. That's if we're on the draw against food. Now, Doom's been kind of declining in the metagame, but it's still there. So if we're playing against Doom, we add 1 Cling, 1 Negate, 1 Feed the Swarm, 2 Skyclaves, 3 Disputes, 1 Nightmare, and Zard Sand. You could bring in Shark Typhoon just to put pressure on them, which is actually kind of good too, but I don't really bring it in just for the basis that our pressure is Crawling Variants and they can't deal with Crawling Variants at instant speed. We do have Atreus and Solemn in a sense, but yeah, your basic thing is they can't deal with us at instant speed, so cycling a shark is, it's relevant and it's not. You could bring it in and cut something like into the Royal if you like, or, maybe a Solemn, maybe a Trees and bring in the Shark Typhoons. But what we take out is we take out 2 Blood Chiefs. We pretty much take out all the removal. We take out 2 Blood Chiefs, 1 Eliminate, 3 Heartless Axe, and 4 Extinctions. The only creatures they're playing are tokens, Skyclave Apparition, and Yorion. You might see a Dream Trawler, but we could counter a Dream Trawler. We have Essence Scatter. We keep the Essence Scatters in. We have Jawadi's Disruption. We have Neutralizes. We're bringing in Disputes. So, we can counter their creatures. We just have to, so we remove all our creature removal against them. So once again, we bring in 1 Cling, 1 Negate, 1 Feed, 2 Skyclaves, 3 Disputes, 1 Nightmare, 1 Zard Sands, and the Skyclave there is because of Doom. You can keep sacking this to Doom, so it's an infinite Doom sack. Defeated Swarms, destroy one of their enchantments, ECD, whatever. Zard Sand, because they're throwing their cards in the graveyard anyways with Doom Foretold, we can steal a permanent easily with this. And then what we take out is all the removal, 2 bloods, eliminate all the Heartlesses and all the extinctions. Now the other deck you might see is, or you probably will see, would be a control deck, blue-black control, maybe Sultai, maybe Jeskai, blue-white, most likely blue-black, but you might see all of them. What we add in is we add in Cling, Negate, 2 Skyclaves, 3 Disputes, Zard Sand, and 3 Shark Typhoons. What we take out is, once again, we take out all the removal, 2 Blood Chiefs, eliminate Heartless Axe, Extinctions, and the reason why we bring in Cling here is because your control versus control. Card advantage does matter in this matchup here as well. Just like the Doom matchup, it matters. Skyclave is a recurring threat. They're probably going to take the removal out anyways. So Skyclave is just going to keep coming back as a pressure. Zard Sand, we could possibly take, like if we counter Ugin or an Ashiok or Atreus or whatever, we can steal their omens if they sack it. If we counter Tome, whatever, we can steal something. It's an instant speed threat. Shark Typhoon is, since they're playing Ugin, so we can cycle this at end step and possibly pressure kill Ugin. But yeah, that's the sideboard against the meta decks. Like I said, Gruul, there, I mean, I could do a sideboard for Gruul, but you're probably not going to see Gruul very often anymore. It's kind of fell off the meta. There's other decks out there, fringe decks. Like I played against the Shrine deck, you know. I've played against the mono green just beatdown deck where, but those are the meta decks, and so that's the sideboard guide to the meta decks. So hopefully you guys like it, and like I said, here's the results. I am currently 7-0, 100% win rate in Mythic. We got up to here. It should show you. Yep, there it goes. 264 before I stopped playing. 7-0 in Mythic, 5-0 in the historic event, or not the historic, the standard event. So like the deck is very good, and I'm gonna be playing it again this season. So if you give it a try, let me know what you think. You can do a little changes here and there to make it better. You can make your matchup against food better. Obviously, you can add more feed swarms, stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Drop some comments down below. In the description of the video, you'll have the deck list linked to it. You'll also have the link to my Twitch and social medias, Discord. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.